unconventional,
不同寻常，
not based on or conforming to what is generally done or believed.
不基于通常所做或所相信的事情。
That's the word.
That's how we start.
That's who we are. We are the students that made the unconventional choice to attend the unconventional university.
And got an education that was far beyond what a normal education could be.
Since I choose NYU Shanghai, I can't tell you how many times I've had to explain our unconventional school. Yes, it's like NYU in New York, but in Shanghai. In China for 3 years, abroad for 1. Half Chinese students, half international. The response I always get, wow, so unconventional.
不管你是来自世界的另一端，还是黄浦江的另一端。
选的这个学校是双的未知，双的不同。
For its Chinese students, it was a major departure from the traditional path. Instead of attending university where everything was familiar, or language, or culture, or academic system. Even though we were still in China, we've stepped into a completely different world.
And for those of us coming from outside of China, we weren't just starting college. We had to relearn everything. Every app we opened. Every time a Didi driver asked us, 美国好还是中国好? Every time Sarah made full use of the phrase, 一个这个while pointing at a menu.
But let's go back to the very beginning, before we even met each other. Our class was split across the world. Chinese students started here in Shanghai, while international students, well, most of them, were sent to New York.
And neither of us got quite what we were expecting. Us international students had chosen this school to be in China. In finding ourselves in New York, we couldn't help but wonder, wasn't I supposed to be in Shanghai?
I still remember stepping onto the campus the first semester and wondering, where is everyone? I had imagined this international environment, but where are the internationals?
Then the email from Dean Pei arrived. Visas secured. I got on my flight, landed in China, and I was excited, but also nervous.
我从来没有见过你们，我也不知道应该期待些什么。
But I'll never forget what happened next. A knock came at my door. It was Sebastian, with a whole welcome case of oranges. It was such a simple gesture, and I didn't know what to say, but it meant everything.
Meeting my internet friends in real life is a true Zoom to reality moment. My designer NYU Shanghai buddy Kiet, my GPS classmate Selena, we felt so close on Zoom, but we're just folding heads on screens. Who would have known Talita has 5 pairs of same Converse, all in different colors, to perfectly match every outfit?
That was the moment that NYU Shanghai stopped being a concept. It became reality.
And it felt like home.
But just when we were starting to find our rhythm, Shanghai hit pause. Lockdowns, quarantines, and a whole new reality.
Unprecedented times. Everyone has their COVID stories, but the class of 2025, ours are next level.
疫情化，我们在宿舍里隔离了3个月，谁能忘记以物换物？我给你2个土豆，你给我1个鸡蛋，可以吗？
还有，我们怎么都变成了药神？谁要是缺药，群里马上有人回复，我还有4盒莲花清瘟，需要分你1盒吗？
I still remember how the highlight of our week became the Lehman emails. We'd get the notification, run into the hall, and yell, Lehman email! And like clockwork, the entire remaining crew from floor 8 would crowd around to read it together.
I mean, who could forget the line?
We are Shanghai.
COVID shaped our circumstances, but what truly defined our time was how we were to show up for one another.
Slipping meals under doors, ordering group food orders, or just sending a simple, you okay?
That's how we stayed connected.
And that connection, it didn't end with COVID.
It was in every moment, it was in every challenge we faced. Every moment we pushed here together throughout the NYU Shanghai experience.
Our journey at NYU Shanghai was exciting.
It was terrifying.
It was
frustrating.
受益匪浅的
Absolutely worth it.
真的很值得 Because here's the thing most people don't understand.
When you throw yourself into something unconventional, something uncertain, it has a potential to exceed every expectation. And that's exactly what happened.
NYU Shanghai is not just a university. It's not just a campus. It's an experiment in what education can be when you challenge what's expected, academically, culturally, even geographically.
Think about it. We don't just learn from textbooks, we learn from each other. In every classroom discussion, in every late night conversation, we challenge each other, question our assumptions, and sometimes completely changed our minds.
Like that night in New York, when a simple comment on subway safety turned into a full debate on the balance between privacy and security.
And that was just one of the countless moments we're not just studying global issues, we were living them. Because our education wasn't confined to one city or one perspective.
We don't just come from different parts of the world. We lived in different parts of the world. Shanghai, Abu Dhabi, New York, London.
And because of that, we learned the world is not something you read about.
It's something you navigate, something you shape.
During all these experiences, we've learned to adapt to different languages, different expectations, different ways of thinking.
And along the way, maybe even more importantly,
We became more than classmates.
one of the hardest parts about being an international student at NYU Shanghai is leaving family behind. Not just for a semester, but for years. Holidays, birthdays, even small, everyday moments. We miss those. But our classmates, they became our family.
A family where we could support each other, even when our biological families were thousands of miles away.
Thanksgiving at NYU Shanghai meant recreating home. Sophia brought mac and cheese. Matt brought pancit canton. And we all ran across Shanghai, hunting down, of all things, butter. That night, our tiny kitchen was chaos. Flour everywhere. Emma's butter chicken smeared across the ceiling. The fire alarm going off.
Wait, that was you, Sam?
Well, it was Clara Okloggy's vegan cooking.
Clara!
But it felt like home. And sometimes, our Chinese friends would welcome us into their families. Tokyo, my freshman year roommate, invited me to Qingdao for Spring Festival. We made dumplings, drank baijiu, and set off fireworks on the beach. Even though I wasn't with my own family, it felt like I was part of one.
In New York, we celebrated Chinese New Year with friends around the world. We watched Chunwan and played mahjong together. It felt just like home. And that's our community. Whenever we go, we'll always have a classmate, a friend, a family.
And that's the real education we received here. Not just facts and theories, but the ability to communicate cultures, collaborate across differences, and lead in places where there is no clear roadmap.
And now, as we step into the world, we take that with us. The ability to navigate uncertainty, to embrace complexity, and thrive in the unfamiliar.
我们说真话，我们的未来也会是不同寻常的。
We've already done what most people would think to be impossible.
We built a home wherever we were in the world.
现在，我们将这种精神带进公司、政府、实验室，带进世界的不同角落，带进我们所选择建设的未来。
So, to our fellow unstoppable, boundary-breaking, unconventional classmates,
Let's go change the world.
in a way only we can.
Congratulations, class of 2025!